How's it going, guys? My name is Dave, and today I'm going to tell all of you about the time God radically transformed my life and my faith with a piece of fruit. Oh. Oh. Look how bad that is. Oh, roll the bumper. Well, if this is your first time here, this is the place where I like to do short 2-minute videos that help you take the next practical steps in your spiritual journey. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below so that I can get to know you better and answer any questions that you might have. So let's put 2 minutes up on the clock and then get rid of it because I already know I'm gonna go overtime today. So there's this verse in the Bible written by the prophet Jeremiah that says, "Cursed are those who rely on human strength, who turn their hearts from the Lord. They are like a bush in the desert with no hope for the future." Now, this is one of those verses that, if I'm really honest, I used to just skim over until I went to the desert of Israel on a day where it was about 125 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 52 degrees Celsius. I mean, it was hotter than I've ever been in my entire life. But right there in the middle of the desert, I found this beautiful green tree that had this amazing looking lush fruit on it that was about the size of a cricket ball. That's about the size of a baseball for all of the Americans watching. Honestly, this fruit looks so amazing and so fresh and so full of life. But when I pulled a piece of fruit off the tree and I cracked it open, it let out this puff of hot air and dust, and inside it was basically hollow and dry. And the only thing inside was like this spiderweb looking stuff that had this white poisonous juice all through it. Now, I know that sounds weird, so here's a video that a friend of mine shot in the Judean wilderness as I was opening up one of these pieces of fruit called an Aurora. But when you crack us open, everybody listen. Did you hear the puff?
Yeah.
On the inside is just cobwebs, and see that white secretion? That's the Bedouin will dip their spears and their arrows, or they used to, into this when they went hunting, because it would kill, there's a little bit of poison in it. See, this is the bush that Jeremiah was referring to in that verse I read earlier. It's called the Aurora Bush, and on the outside the fruit looks absolutely amazing and lush and delicious, but inside is death. And I gotta tell you, that fruit changed my life. You see, I know how easy it can be to look like we've got it all together on the outside. You know, we go to church and we read the right books and we do and say the right things, but on the inside, we're actually dry and lifeless and hollow. And that's the point Jeremiah was making. You see, when we rely on our own strength and our own skills and our own experience and our own marital status and our own bank account, it can be easy to make it look like we've got everything together on the outside. But it's only when we rely on God that we actually have life on the inside as well. That day, God used the fruit of the Aurora bush to show me that I don't ever want to be an Aurora as a Christian. I don't want to be an Aurora as a husband or as a dad or as a pastor or as a friend. I don't want to be an Aurora as a man. I don't ever want it to look like I've got all my stuff together on the outside while I'm actually hollow and dying on the inside. See, I want to make sure that I'm full of life on the inside as well, and that only happens when we fully rely on God. Well, that brings us to the question of the day. In what ways are you like an Aurora bush? If you're feeling really courageous and you're up for it, why don't you leave your answer in a comment down below so that we can all be praying for you. And please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. There's a handy little link right here in the corner that you can click, or I'll leave one on the end screen as well. Thanks so much for joining us. I'll see you next time.